Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in. I'm Sarah, and that's Ellis. We love to adventure in the great outdoors, and we have seen a lot of beautiful places over the last few years. We have hiked, camped, and splashed in some truly amazing places. We don't know where all we will get to visit in the future, but we want to continue adventuring, and we've decided to take you along with us. Our next adventure is the one I am most excited about yet. Meet our truck camper. We just bought this amazing 2002 Lance 815. It's in pretty good condition for its age, but it still needs some improvements and renovations here and there in order to become our perfect adventure rig. Follow along to see where our adventures take us next. Well, hello there friends, happy weekend. Welcome back to another Adventures in Truck Camper Renovations. This weekend we're going to be working on kind of a multitude of projects. My dad and I are about halfway through the plumbing, but we're just taking a little break from it this weekend while he works on some other projects. So in the meantime, I'm going to continue to make progress on some other things that I need to get done for the camper, but we'll just see where this weekend takes us. You know, of course, that we are currently in the car. This week's first project is going to be going over to the camper to do some measuring for window covers, and then we're going to be heading over to the store to get the materials we're going to need for that project. So let's jump right on into that. And away we go. Alright, so really all we need to do while here at the camper today is measure the windows for the curtains, and then we'll be on our way to the next stop. Alright, I'm good to go. Alright, well, we have made it to our next destination. I ended up deciding on the way to the store to not actually go to the store next. We're making another stop first, and that is actually at my other storage unit. I don't think that's something that I have mentioned previously, but I have two storage units. The one that you guys see that has the camper in it, and then a second indoor climate controlled storage unit that has all the things in it from my previous apartment. I used to have a fairly large 2-bedroom apartment. I downsized and ended up moving in somewhere that already was fully furnished. I wasn't sure how long I was going to be staying there, so I didn't get rid of anything. I just moved it. I crammed it into as small a storage unit as I possibly could. We are here today in order to get some things out that I think I could use for the camper. The unit is pretty cram-packed, so let's see what I can get out of here, if I can get what I need. Hopefully we can get to it without having to tear the whole thing apart. We'll see. All right, here we go. Here is my storage unit. Let's see what we can get out of here today. Got all of this fairly easily from the front. I'm now looking for bedding, and I have absolutely no idea where that's at. I am starting to suspect that a lot of what I need is back there. Alright, well, we have now crawled our way to the back of the storage unit across the top part of the couch. I've yet to find the box that we are looking for, so I know this may end up being a bust. We found it. Now to get it out. Alright, made it back out, pull the things we needed out of the boxes. Now we just need to get everything back like it was so we can shut this back up. And then we'll be on our way finally to the store to get the curtain supplies. All right, so we have survived the stop here at storage. We are all loaded up in the car now. Next stop is going to be the store, finding the materials we're going to need to make the curtains. So we press on. All right, so I started with the resale store because I was hopeful I'd be able to find something there. Was totally a bust. I went over to Walmart, picked up a bunch of curtain rods and some of that like iron-on hem. Now we're gonna go into the final store, hopefully to actually pick up the curtains, and then we'll be heading home. All right, we have finished up in town. Let's head home and see what we can do with all of this. Okay, so it is now the next day. We still have plenty of projects to get done today. First and foremost is going to be working on the step to allow Ellis to get up into the bed platform area. The step has already been put together. Now I just need to work on getting it all ready to go. So I'm mainly going to be priming and then painting. Today's weather is just perfect, which is amazing because we're going to be outside for this painting process. So let's get to work. Alright, so first coat of primer is done. I let this set for a couple hours and I'll put the second coat of primer on today. Awesome. Final coat of paint is done and it is looking really, really good. All right, here I am with the first curtain for the camper. I have washed one set so far so I can just test this out. I am going to end up needing to hem the curtains up a little bit to make them shorter. I did get cafe curtains, so they're just 24 inches long, but the windows up in the bed area are just 16 inches tall, and then the windows in the rest of the camper are 19 inches. So I am going to need to hem these up a little bit. So this is going to be the curtain for the bedroom area. All right, so I think I'm going to start by just ironing the curtain in general. And then we'll go in with some of this adhesive. Where'd it go? Took it out of the package. We'll go in with some of this adhesive tape, this iron-on hem. I have never used this before, so I'm a little nervous to see how it goes, but only one way to find out, I suppose. I think what I'm gonna do is 2 rows of this, one right where the 2 meet, and then one at the top so that it's a good, strong bond. I don't know, again, I've never used this before. As always, don't do it the way I'm doing it. I don't know if it's acceptable or not to put pins into this stuff, but I don't know the way to hold it in place. Okay, it's cooled. Let's see how this turns out. Now look at that, it works. But I'm pleased that it actually worked. I'm now just going to repeat that process up here along the top so that way this doesn't flop over. Alright, we have finished the first curtain. I would say this is definitely a successful experiment. I'm now ready to proceed. I'm definitely going to be doing the rest of the curtains this exact same way. This worked out really well. I like the 2 lines of the hem method. I think it ended up making a really nice seam there. You can see all the way along. Then on the front, you can see where the seam definitely is. I don't think it's because of the hem tape. I think it's more so just because of how ironed together all the layers of the fabric are right there. But honestly, I don't mind the way that it looks, and that was a really easy, simple, fast way to do this. So I'm going to be doing the same thing on the rest of the curtains for sure. All right, so that is another weekend of projects in the truck camper renovation to a close. Not every weekend in a renovation can be a big project, like completely transforming through paint or installing a new electrical system, and I thought I would just bring you guys along with this very realistic weekend in the truck camper remodel project so you would see what it is that I am up to these days. Like I said earlier, Dad and I are partway through the plumbing project. We just haven't gotten that wrapped up just yet, but I'm hopeful that we'll get it wrapped up here really soon, and that'll be the video that you guys are seeing next weekend, but time will tell. As always, if you were still watching, thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to subscribe so you keep up with our adventures moving forward, and then you'll be sure to catch us again in next week's video. Bye for now. Up for the camper in order to allow Ellis to get up into the bed. In order to oh, you're lassoing me. Okay.